Hello friends, how are you? Welcome to your own channel Medu Study. I am your friend Ashutosh from IIM Indore, and friends, as we all know, Medu Study is your own channel in which we discuss various management topics and subjects in a very simple manner. Friends, in Medu Study we have topics, we have content on marketing, OB, HR, strategy and operations. Today's video is from one of the most liked and admired series which is in marketing. As you can see, it is video number 36. There is a lot of content in marketing, and from last 4 videos we are discussing a very important subject topic which is your marketing channels. Today's video is channel management decision, and it is the last video in this particular chapter. From next video we will start a new chapter. Let us begin. First of all, what does marketing channel management means? So it is combination of channel as well as management. Marketing channel, we all know, channel which comprises of various stakeholders in a consumer journey, your company suppliers, producers, as well as your resellers, distributors, customers. So selecting, managing and motivating the channel members, individual channel members, and evaluating their performance. So various steps: select them, manage them, motivate them and evaluate them. So these are basically steps in marketing channel management which we will discuss further. First step, selecting, very important. You get a channel member 2 days late, but choose a better channel member. Why? Because he is going to be a long-term partner and his performance is going to impact your performance. That is why it is said it is very critical for a brand to select proper channel member, producer, distributor and reseller. You might be producing a very good product at awesome quality, very good competitive price, but you don't have a good distribution or a reseller in place. How will consumers get it? Correct? You have a very good distributor system, consumer want your products, but the producers or the suppliers who are there, they are not giving you raw material, packaging material on time. What will you do? That is why selecting channel member is very important. Managing and motivating. Once selected, channel member must be continuously managed and motivated to do their best. So after you select them, you should not just leave them. You should constantly be in touch with them. You should manage them and motivate them. There should be strong partner relationship management. Instead of just calling them channel member, you should call them partners, because see, whenever there is partnership, there are efforts from both sides. There is partnership, then only a relationship can survive. You must have heard many companies have loyalty programs, distributor loyalty program, dealer loyalty program, club membership program. Why are such programs made? Such programs are made to keep in mind this partner relationship and to manage this partner relationship. That is why it is very critical. Evaluating the channel members. Company must regularly check channel member performance against standards such as sales quota, average inventory level, customer delivery time, training program, etc. So you selected them, then you manage and motivate them. Now evaluating everyone is also important. Like in schools, you remember, teacher taught the lessons, then there were revisions, and after that there was exam, because your performance needs to be evaluated. Similarly, you need to evaluate channel member. Now there can be various parameters. Few examples we have written. One is sales quota. So you assign some sales target. Every company does that. This target can be annual target, quarterly target, monthly target. You evaluate. If the person is achieving the targets, good. If not, try and understand their problem, why they are not doing. Average inventory level, there should be some stock level, some inventory level present. Is he meeting that? Is he not meeting that? If no, why? Analyze. Customer delivery time, again very important. You might be producing wonderful product, but if the customer is not getting it on time, then you might lose the customer. That is why it is important. Proper training program should be there. So all this comprises of the third step, which is evaluating the channel members. Marketing logistics. Planning, implementing and controlling the physical flow of materials, final goods and related information from point of origin to point of consumption to meet customer requirement at a profit. So logistics part also again is very important. Now there is always a physical flow of there, which is, it can be of material, it can be of final good, it can be of services, it can be of information, but always it is there. So you need to plan around it, you need to have proper control over it from various points, from the origin point till the point of consumption, that is from the production house to the customer point, so that you can meet the requirement of the customer. That is known as marketing logistics. Now comes supply chain management. managing upstream and downstream value added flow of material, final good and related information among suppliers, company, reseller and final consumer. So there are two parts, upstream, downstream. Suppose this is the company, this green line. Above this are your supplier partners, producer partners, raw material, packaging material, they all fall in this upstream part. Then below are the distributor, reseller, consumer, all this come in downstream part. You need to manage both upstream as well as downstream. Then it is known as proper management of supply chain. Just see this diagram. Here is the company, here are the suppliers. So whenever something comes from the suppliers to the company, it is known as inbound logistics. From the name only it is easy, inbound, coming inside. Now company has made the product, it goes to the reseller, distributor or whatever pattern you are following, dealers, that is going out from the company, so it is known as outbound logistics. From reseller it reaches to the customer. Is only inbound outbound sufficient? No, you need to have reverse logistics also. Now you will say, why reverse logistics? Take an example, you bought something, you found that it is not good quality, it is faulty. You will go back to the shopkeeper, give him back. He has got back. Otherwise normally route is supplier gives to company, company gives to reseller, reseller gives to customer. But there can always be a reverse logistics also. That defective piece, reseller will again give back to the company. If some defect is there from the supplier and company will give back to the supplier. So this whole thing is there known as reverse logistics. So when you are managing supply chain, always remember three types of logistics are important: inbound, outbound and reverse. Goal of logistics system. Now what goals a logistics system need to manage? First is maximize the customer service. Customer is king. Customer service, if not 100%, to what level of close to 100% you can take, you need to take. That is why it is known as maximize the customer service and minimize the distribution cost. Customer service is important, but at the same time distribution cost should be minimum. So currently, for example, you are incurring X rupees per kg, per liter, per carton, depending upon what kind of goods you are supplying. How you can decrease by delta X minus delta? If currently 7 rupees per kg you are incurring, how can you bring it to 6.5 or 6.75? That is minimize distribution cost. So that is why always a logistic system or a logistic head will focus on these two things: how to maximize the customer service, how to minimize the distribution cost. Now major logistics function. If someone is in logistics, what all function he needs to vary? First is the warehousing. What is a warehouse? See, warehouse is a space. You can call it a depot. In simple terms, a godown. For example, in home there is a storeroom where you keep such things which are extra, which you might require. Similarly, in warehouse you keep those things. Company has made the products, everything will not go to the consumer straight away. Something you need to keep in stock. That function is known as your warehousing, where you keep that. Inventory management, managing that stock levels at inventory level. You want a product, you go to Amazon to buy. It is not that after receiving your order, Amazon will pass on the order to the supplier and purchase. They always, basis some historical data, some analysis, have some things in place. That is the manage the inventory. Next is the transportation. Transportation, again managing both inbound as well as outbound, from supplier partners to the factory, from factory to the distribution point, warehouse, from warehouse to the distributor, everything. That is transportation. And all that you need to integrate with proper information system so that you have proper reports in place. Integrated logistic management, logistic concept that emphasizes teamwork. There should be teamwork both inside the company as well as among the channel organization to maximize the performance of the distribution system. That is known as integrated logistics management. One very important and I would say trendy thing which is going on nowadays is the 3PL. 3 stands for third. So 3PL means third party logistic. It is an independent logistic provider that performs any or all function required to get a client's product to the market. You are into making products, your strength is production, your strength is not managing transportation, so why not outsource that? Many company does. There are many transport partners, there are many courier partners who specializes in this part, so that work should be given to them. That is basically known as your third party logistics, 3PL. So friends, this is all from this particular chapter in which we discussed multiple marketing channels. There are 5 videos, you can see them. In next video, we will start another very important chapter, which is communicating the customer value. So in previous things, we have seen how we create value. Now it is important that you communicate that value to the customer also. He should be aware of that, and that we will study in the next video. If there is any confusion, my dear friends, you can write on our ID, which is meedu.study@gmail.com, or in the comment section. And you are liking the content, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you friends, take care.